Look at this little baby. Today I want to replicate this picture. Like, tell me I wasn't so cute. And this picture, which is Amanda eating cake, that's gonna be me. Am I grown? What's good, everybody? It's your main girl Mel, and it's my birthday weekend, and all I want for my birthday, honestly, is to spend time with my loved ones. So tonight I'm throwing my annual Mel Day birthday party, and I want to hang out with you while we get ready. All that I ask from you for my birthday is to hang out with me, maybe give this video a thumbs up, subscribe perhaps. It's my only birthday wish. And in exchange, I can share with you 27 things I've learned in the last 27 years of life. Wow, I'm no longer a child. From fun facts to life advice to some of my best styling tips and tricks. I also want to share with you the birthday haul that I bought from Sephora, who is sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much to the Sephora team. I did quite some damage for my birthday because we're celebrating, and I'm excited to show you what's in here. More on what's in the bag in a little bit. I'm gonna have all the products that I'm using throughout this video linked in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get to it. Did I mention I have 2 hours until company arrives? So if I'm not ready in an hour and a half, then just pinch me. And if anyone actually gets to the party on time, then just leave. You say 7, but you figure no one's gonna show up until like 8. Maybe that's just me, but problem is when it's your own freaking party, you've got to be ready. So I want to rapid fire these things because I've got a lot to share, and thankfully not too much hair. This is going to be my first birthday with the bob, which makes me think the first thing I have to say, I feel like, by the way, the first product I'm going to use is the Color Wow Dream Coat for curly hair. It's actually not very humid in the air, but it's gonna be humid up in here. I tend to dance quite a bit on my birthday, so I will be sweating, and I really wanna keep my style really lightweight. I'm going for big volume, so Color Wow Dream Coat to start. It's super lightweight. Don't be running down my sleeve, please. As I was saying, my first words of wisdom. I have to say, I feel like it really is true when they say a woman who cuts her hair is about to change her life. I experienced that feeling stronger this year than ever before because I truly feel like you need to be emotionally and spiritually ready to cut your hair when you're going through a really big life change. And when you finally do cut off all that excess weight, I felt this whole shift and like everything changed, and that everything that was old became new again. I said it like that to rhyme. But like any old outfits I used to wear became brand new with my new hair. I just had a whole new attitude and outlook in life. And on that note, you have to be really ready to change your hair. When you're going through a change, you need to feel it from in here. Number 2, as you may have noticed, I am starting with my hair because there is absolutely a correct order of getting ready, and it's hair, makeup, then outfit. Do not argue with me. This is the correct way, especially if your hair is naturally curly or you're doing maybe you're doing like a roller set or something. You've got to start with your hair, and then while that is dry and settling in, you do your makeup, and then you finish the whole thing afterwards and put on your outfit. If I have to style my hair, I'm not gonna do my makeup beforehand. What if product drops on my face? It's very likely, especially since I'm styling hair that is almost dripping. That's my tip number 3. Dry hair will never style properly. The best state to apply your stylers is an even wetness from root to tip. If it's too soaking, I think you're diluting it way too much. You just want an even amount of water throughout your hair from root to tip. And then your hair should clump and define just like this. By the way, I'm using the Pattern Palo Santo Curl Mousse. This has probably become my favorite foam that I've been using. I just absolutely love the smell. It's hydrating, it's fast drying, it performs really well in humidity, it doesn't flake on me, and it's gonna give me the big volume that I want from today's style. Where's my clip? Where did my clip go? Oh shit, it's over here. Forgot. This is also the Pattern hair clip, which is one of the best claw clips I've ever used. This is also the Pattern shower brush, which I'm using to define my hair. You know, I know I'm only 27 and I've got a long way to go, but when I reach 50, I want to look just like Tracy Ellis Ross. Actually, not even just how she looks, I just want her life. Tracy just slays absolutely everything. And see what I mean? See how I tilt my head so my hair doesn't splash on my face? I just feel like she's someone who's living her life as she wants to, against the norm. I'm sure despite what a lot of people dreamt for her, she's living out her dreams unashamed. And that's how I aspire to be, because I've learned that you cannot please everybody. You also probably don't want to please everybody. Imagine if you were looking for everyone's approval all the time, and if everyone around you was also a people pleaser and they couldn't be honest with you. How would we actually know if we're slaying or doing anything properly, you know? Like, we want honesty, and sometimes honesty comes out harsh. And a harsh reality is that, yeah, not everyone is going to like you, but that's okay. That means that we all are different and unique, and we all have our preferences. And I will tell you that you will find the people that are meant for you, that like you. It is so much better to have a small group of friends that you can trust than a large group of friends that don't care for you as much, to put it lightly. You have to believe who someone is when they tell you. Also, actions are a language, and no answer is an answer. If you are not in control of your time, you are not in control of your results. That's a quote from the 12-week year, which I started and need to continue. I digress. Old habits are hard to break, but nothing changes if nothing changes. If you're unhappy with an outcome or your life or something, you're gonna have to make the changes that you want to see. If you have a lot of really deep anxiety, it's because you're either lying to others or to yourself. Being busy all the time is not a flex. That just means that you're not in control of your own time. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a really tough one for me because I have ADHD and I have really bad time blindness. Like right now, I thought I have lots of time to get ready, and then all of a sudden 3 hours passed and I have exactly an hour and a half until the start time of the party. So anyways, on the other hand, being bored is a privilege. There are people that literally don't get to be bored. I always feel like I have to do something, so I can't really enjoy being bored. That's a whole other issue, but you hear what I'm saying. I am almost done defining my hair here, and as you can see, I'm working the product through in sections. That way every strand gets some love. Okay, some curl advice there. And I'm smoothing all this product through in smaller sections to get a lot of volume. Tension is always something you want to use. Some more hair advice. You want to dry the roots first. I'm not going to dry my entire head right now. I'm just going to get a little head start, dry the roots, dry my bangs so that those aren't wet on my face, and then we'll move on to makeup. But drying the roots first allows you to set the hair how you want it. Whether you are smoothing it out, you want to get those nice smooth and dry first, or if you're doing it curly and you want volume like me, I want to flip upside down and dry it against gravity. And I'm using the Dyson Supersonic Nural. I'm also going to be using, because I want a volume look, dome mode to really scrunch up and enhance my natural curls. But first, we hover. It's not plugged in. Okay. I am gonna start sweating in this robe, which is not what I want because I've already showered and put on my body cream. Today's body fragrance is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream because it's a fan favorite, always. I will probably put more of this on once I have my outfit on, just to pop on a little extra glow. Oh my God, I can't wait for you to see my dress. Confusing. Okay, the hair is like 95% dry. I'm gonna let it finish up while I move on to my face, but I'm gonna clip away my bangs. I want them to be short enough, not too long in my eyeballs, because I have some ideas for my eyeballs. So I'm gonna use my claw clip and just scrunch the hair like this. Trust the process. I'm gonna wash my hands and my face, but quickly, did you see something? Did you even notice that I have on a pimple patch? These have to be the thinnest and the best ones I've ever used, and I've used quite a few to date. They're the INKEY Hydrocolloid Invisible Patches. They're not only hydrocolloid where they absorb the pimple, but they also have salicylic acid, which is great for oil production, and succinic acid, which is really great if you have a lot of redness. But the best part is they're literally undetectable. And as a pro tip, something I've learned in my years, I put on a pimple patch after I've popped the pimple. Hear me out. I know they're supposed to help prevent popping pimples, but you only want to pop it when it's absolutely ready. I find it's way more effective than trying to let this absorb your pimple. So once I pop, I put a patch on. It protects anything from you know, getting in there and perhaps causing more infection. And I love that this pack comes with 2 different sizes. That has a larger size and a smaller size. Probably the best I've used. I've already went through 1 row, and I did just buy these as part of my Sephora haul. Having more of a less is more approach to skincare is always gonna be better. If you try to throw too many products on your skin at one time, just gonna flip right out. So save our skin. This is the Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I love it. I also spray it on my armpits or anywhere that gets sweaty because it's kind of like an antibacterial, so it helps prevent smells. That's what I have found. I did just pick up a fresh Tatcha water cream, but before I dip into that, I have to finish my empty. Really an incredible moisturizer for my oily skin. I want to try to keep the oils at bay tonight because I don't want to look overly shiny. Like I said, I will be dancing, I will be sweating, I will be cringy. I am cringy. Correction. And to speak from experience, being cringe brought me to where I am today. I would not have this platform if I wasn't my true, honest, ridiculous, sometimes self. We already talked about how not everyone is going to like you, and so just be cringe anyways. Being cringe can change your life. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Like, unless you're asking, but then why would you ask? Why do you care? The only person's approval that matters is your own, because the only person that's going to be with you to the end of your life is you. So you need to live pleasing yourself. That's really gonna mean making some hard decisions, maybe being the bad guy sometimes, but it's essential. Essential, like sunscreen is essential. I just used the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Nude Glow SPF 40. I've been using this all summer. It's the shade light, but it's not that light. I do have a tan right now, and I always get asked what self-tan I use. Let me grab it. I use the Saint Tropez Advanced 1 Hour Tan Bronzing Mousse on my body. You're supposed to keep it on for 3 hours for a dark tan. I usually sleep with it overnight, and I'm perfectly fine. So this is the best tan I've ever used. I also tan tour with it. I do a little like contour with it on my face. But I've also been using the Charlotte Tilbury facial tanning drops, and I really like these. It's the Beautiful Skin Island Glow Easy Tanning Drops. As an acne prone girly, it has not made me pimply, so love that for me. These have been serving me very well this summer. I have also learned that less is in fact more. You really don't need much when it comes to makeup, even when it comes to your hair care. Like I mentioned, skincare already. On TikTok, the biggest thing right now is beauty blindness. People are trying to become more aware of what they may be blind to, whether it's their eyebrows, their lashes, their lips, their hair color. Because sometimes we start and then we don't realize how far we've come and gone. And you can never go wrong with a less is more approach. I'm now approaching my under eyes with the HAUS Labs concealer, and then the contour that I mentioned. This is the Too Faced Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in Chocolate Souffle. This is so good. Really been loving it. And then for blush, I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch because it's very long lasting. Like if you know these are some of the most pigmented blushes out there. So I like to put it on my hand first, okay? It's always easier to add more than to take away. Oh. And I'm gonna use my fresh new beauty blender. Whoa! 5 second rule, 5 second rule. 5 second rule. It's a mini. She's a mini. And I'm going to slightly dampen it. Now I don't go in with a wet beauty blender. I almost use my beauty blender dry. I'm gonna go in a little bit with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. I just bought myself a mini for my traveling because like I said, I have been traveling a lot this year. I traveled once every single month. So I've seen a lot. And why I love traveling so much is because it allows me to stay curious. I love going to new places. I love just taking the back seat, chilling with locals if possible is key, and absorbing whatever you can learn about a culture is just, it's never not interesting. And interestingly enough, I think I'm gonna need a little more blush. I used Hope, but I think because of the tan, it's like slightly too natural for me, but I do have the slightly darker shade in Courage, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that as well. See how they have the same undertone? It's like a mauve, neutral to cool-ish pink. Oh yeah, there she is. You let me know if I'm blush blind. But then again, it will be too late because, well, I'm about to be late. The party starts in officially 45 minutes. So let's get a move on here. I have also learned that a queen is never late. Everyone else is simply early. Yeah, when I use that one, when I'm late, it's not always well received. Yeah, but to my own party, yeah, everyone can wait for me. Although I do want to take pictures by my photo wall that me and Amanda slaved away at. Okay, that's my excuse for being late today. We were way too busy being party decorators and building an iconic balloon wall. I actually think it turned out really cute. And the skin is looking very skinning. I am loving how that looks. It does need some powder, but first a wet set. I'm gonna go in with that Charlotte Tilbury airbrush, and then we move to eyes. I think that the eyes should go after the face. I need these wet products to fully dry before I powder. Please do not put powder over wet products. That's when you look cakey. If I haven't yet mentioned, the theme tonight is an all-white party because I feel like, you know, very angelic vibes, like I've been born again. Going into this 27th year, I'm a whole new woman. I really feel I've grown into one over the past year. I'm first just taking this Urban Decay 27 Glide On eye pencil. It's an eyeliner, but you know, why not smudge it all over my lid? And I'm also gonna put it in my waterline to brighten and widen. What else did I have on my list here? Something I've learned in my last very single year. I told myself I wanted to be single for at least a full year because it was the first time I've ever been single in my 20s. And a crush is simply a lack of information. Let that sink in. If you ever need the ick, just ask more questions. It's incredible. It works like this. I'm going in with this eyeshadow stick from Rare Beauty. This is the shade Contentment, just what I feel. This is a quote from Joe Dispenza. It is, actually, I don't know if these are multiple quotes, but I have them all in one note. Hey! Oh, you look stunning for the all-white party. You look so tanned and glowy. What's on your skin?
Sol de Janeiro.
Which one?
The Rio Radiance.
Oh. Waiting is not creating. Wisdom is the memory of the experience without the emotional charge. He helped me point out that I can be sad about my past and romance my past, or I can romance my future. Because it is so true when they say that when one door closes, another door opens. Starting a new chapter in life is very scary, but it's also exciting. If we just frame it with excitement, because it means you're starting a new chapter. It means you get to write a fresh new story, and it means you get to move on, close the book, and start a new one. This is a Too Faced Killer Liner in Killer Smoke. It's stunning, nice smoky brown. And my lashes are also the Too Faced. This is the Better Than Sex Mascara in Chocolate. The eyes, slaying. Eyebrows are Give Beauty. I'm not rushing. We're staying calm, cool, and collected. We're being wise. We have some wisdom. This is another quote I really like. Something horrible will often lead to something great, whether it's a lesson, a skill learned, or a layer of resilience. I'm gonna try to absorb any excess product that's on my face, just especially in this T-zone area. Now I'm taking my one size translucent powder with a puff. Stunning. And it'll look greasy again in a second. Oily skin though is a blessing because our skin tends to get drier as we get older. It's what I'm noticing. Like I'm not even as oily as I used to be. I'm more on the combo side. My skin can get dry, but I am very grateful and I don't want to jinx myself. It's better to have those natural oils as I get older. Just a touch of powder foundation, some Rare Beauty powder blush, just a touch. Gives a little shimmer. One more wet set. Now the final makeup setting spray, nothing like this bad boy. One size. On till actual dawn. And for the hair finishing spray, the Living Proof Dry Volume and Texture Spray. Wow, the haircut is really doing it for me. I just gave myself a fresh color and cut and it's just absolutely serving. The last thing I need is a lip combo. I got these from Huda Beauty. I want to go in with a muted pink. Oh, that's pretty. And I got the glassy faux filler gloss to top it off. Smells delicious. The very last thing I need is an outfit change. Okay, wait, I actually don't know what earring to do. I'm so confused, but we're figuring it out. You know, this next year, I'm sure and I hope that I make a lot more mistakes because it's really the only way that you learn new things. All we can do is try our best at everything we do. I am going to try my best not to lose my voice this evening, but you know, sometimes we have to fail again and again and again. Honestly, I have more on my list. Don't knock me if I haven't reached 27, but I've got to start to go welcome my guests. So we'll definitely have to do this again. I will leave you with some advice that actually comes from Jen Atkin, and that is to own your success because you've earned it. Take pride in it, take confidence in it, and don't apologize for your past. Celebrate your future. Let's celebrate this last year of life. And also thanks Sephora again for sponsoring this video. As I mentioned, all the products that I use are going to be linked in the description box below. But before you check out at Sephora, if you're not already part of the Beauty Insider program, you definitely want to sign up to become a member because you can very quickly accumulate points. You get free birthday gifts, that means samples, and access to Sephora sales when they've got them going on. There's 3 different tiers. You start as an insider, then as you shop more, you become a VIB, and if you are a shopaholic like me, you are a Rouge tier. Rouge tier is what gets me 20% off when there's Sephora sales. And that said, my final Sephora tip I will share with you, always pick up the Sephora Favorites Picks. It has incredible minis that are great for traveling or for trying new things so that when those sales do come around, you can then get the full size on sale. This is a value of $205 and I got it for $60. This was a little happy birthday to me, including, again, several other things, but beauty isn't cheap and having curly hair is a lifestyle. This is, however, the life for me, and it's always an honor to have you on this journey with me. If you haven't already, my one birthday wish from you would be to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and maybe leave a little bit of wisdom for me. Maybe if there's something key you think I missed or that I have yet to learn, please leave me a comment in the comment section below and I will see you in there, as well as in the next video. Until then, this has been your main girl Mel, and I'm out. Peace. It's time to party. Hello. Are we on or? Okay. Today's the day. Mel day every day, but today is really, it's the Mel day party. Can you pick up a fruit platter and jalapenos? What's good, everybody? I'm grown. I'm old, and I've got some things to told. I still have the Dr. Seuss disease where I need everything to be rhyming. I have 3 hours until people come here, and I should be ready in 2. Is this possible? Can we do it? What's good, everybody? 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 Why? I officially have 2 hours. I guess the intro's fine. There's got to be something in there, right? Man is probably saying, yeah, move the fuck on. That tastes like pesto. I like it. Look at this. I can't make this up. Right at 7 o'clock. I did it! I was supposed to be done an hour ago, but we did it! Yay! Bye!